Without getting too deep, we're going to break down the camera settings. Of course, you can always purchase our course if you'd like to understand your camera settings even more.
The first thing you need to know is what frame rate to shoot in and when. When you're shooting interviews, you want to stick with the 24 frames per second range. When you're doing events recap and you don't really want to slow it down, but you might slow it down just a little bit, or if you're doing reality TV shows and soap operas, 30 frames per second is for you. And if you want to slow things down, 60 to 120 frames per second are the right frame rates for you.
For your camera resolution, stick to 4K for the best image quality. However, 1080p is just fine since most of the social medias will compress this image file anyway.
So now let's discuss picture profiles. If you're a beginner and you really don't know much about cameras, we recommend that you use the neutral or standard picture profile. And if you're someone that has a lot of knowledge and you feel experienced and you know you're experienced, go ahead and use the raw so you can color grade later.
Real quick, if you're someone that want to create high quality videos and you need a little push and you need a little bit more education on how to do so, Course Creator Academy has your back. We have one-on-one classes and virtual classes for you all where we can schedule a time in the day and put you guys in our online course so that way you guys can learn everything you need to know on how to achieve high quality videos.
Also, don't forget, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, to learn more about what Course Creator Academy has to offer. Now we're going to discuss white balance. A lot of us set this to auto, which can look great, but to achieve the best look, we suggest dialing in your white balance using your manual settings.
If you're someone that's shooting outside and you want to understand white balance, you should be set to around 5600 Kelvin when you're outside, give or take, depending on your lighting environment. And also, if you're inside, you can use 4500 Kelvin, and that's also dependent on your lighting situation.
The goal of white balance in your image is to make your whites look white. Just grab your camera and you'll quickly experience exactly what white balance is all about.
Next is your camera's aperture. This controls the amount of light hitting your sensor and the depth of field in your image.
An aperture of 2.8 will have a shallow depth of field with your background being blurred out, but an aperture of 10 will have the whole scene in focus.
Shutter speed is our next topic. This should be set double the amount of frame rate. For example, if you are in a 24 frames per second, that means you need to multiply that times 2 to give the answer to your shutter speed. So that answer would be 1/48. Now, most cameras do not have 1/48, so you would do 1/50. And the list goes down and we'll display it on the screen as you can see here.
Next is your ISO or ISO of your camera. This is your camera sensitivity to light. The higher the ISO, the more noise that will be introduced, and the lower the ISO, the less noise that will be introduced.
You have now got one step closer to mastering your videography skills. And if you want more information about the topics you just heard about, you can check out the course today.